What's up? What's up? What's happening? What's up, Leroy? What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? What's happening, Bill Maher? Bill Maher. What's up, Chris? Chris Martins. Why not? Blazy Blay. What's happening? I got a fucking crazy ass story for y'all, man. 2 teenage boys shot to death after asking man how tall he was while buying candy. And these niggas want to talk about Black Lives Matter. I'm going to get to all that. We're going to get to all that. We're going to get to all. It's so much. Y'all may think y'all got a story that's really crazy. That's the thing about Blackistan. A lot of y'all be sending me stories and be thinking, oh, this story, man, you ain't never seen that. Man, shit. That ain't nothing. Your story is fucked up. Don't get me wrong. The stories you guys are sending me are fucked up. But I'm trying to tell you, man. Blackistan, man. Okay? I'm trying to tell you, man. Okay? I get it. I'm going to get to all your stories. I'm going to get to your shit. Hit the like button. Hit the Cash App, man. We don't make no money from YouTube. Hit that Cash App. Support this channel. I know y'all know that's the way YouTube. I know y'all watch other people's lives. That's the only way people get. That's the only way you get anything on YouTube. It's the only way you make anything. It's the only way. When you like me. When you one of these channels. It's the only way.
How do you build the best internet and TV for everyone? Start with Fios, the 100% fiber optic network and fastest internet in America.
Since we have Fios, there's virtually no lag.
Then let people mix and match their internet and TV plans, so you only pay for what you need.
No 2 households are the same, so no 2 plans
Smash.
are the same.
And now get Hulu on us with select
Smash.
plans.
I love it!
And finally, offer internet starting at $39.99. No extra fees, no annual contracts, because everyone deserves the best. This is internet and TV built right.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm on. Let me make sure I'm on so they don't drop y'all. They might drop y'all if I don't get on that. Yeah, Chicago is the flagship Democratic run city. They haven't had a Republican mayor since 1931. We're going on 100 years of Democratic rule in Chicago. 100 years of Democratic rule in Chicago. Straight. Ain't had a Democratic mayor since, a Republican mayor since 1931. Okay? That Detroit is the flagship. Okay, listen, it might be. It's a lot of contenders. It's a lot of contenders, man. It's a lot of contenders. I wonder why this video is not playing. Well, anyway, I'll read it to you guys. Fuck it. 2 teenage boys shot to death after asking a man how tall he was while buying candy. This story troubled me. 2 teenage boys were shot to death after asking the suspect how tall he was when they were buying candy from a store. The incident occurred approximately 5 p.m. on Saturday, June 20th, after 3 teenage boys went to the store in South Chicago to buy some candy and ended up having a brief encounter with 19-year-old Leroy Battle inside the establishment. The victims were walking into the store. They saw Battle. He was standing in line. This Battle kid is 6'4". This is Battle. He's 6'4", right? So the kids see the kid. They see the guy, and they're like, oh, man. The more kids are like, oh, man. Look at that guy. He's pretty tall. So they noticed, they commented on how tall he was. And how they hoped to be that tall one day. So the kids are like, damn, that kid's tall, man. I hope I can be that tall one day too. Unfortunately, we will never even see growth of these poor children. The 3 teenage boys then left the store. After they said to the guy, man, you really tall, man. I hope I can be that tall one day. So they leave the store and they proceed to walk home together. These kids are not gangbangers. They're not thugs. These are regular kids. These are not gangbangers. Okay? Some regular goofy teenagers. Regular, jolly little kids. How many of y'all watch The Chi? Hit one of you watch The Chi. The show The Chi. These are like the kids on The Chi. Papa. All them kids, It's regular kids. Hey, man, how tall are you? Oh, man, I hope I'm that tall one day. So then they leave the store to walk home together, and this guy approached them and started shooting and killed 2 of them. And one of them got away. Jacine Francis was shot in the back and chest and in the left hand. Charles Riley, 16, was shot in the left leg. The third teen was not identified. He managed to escape gunfire. Both of the boys were taken to the University of Chicago Hospital and later died of their injuries. Security cameras from the area were able to show the offender, who's Mr. Leroy Battle right here. He threw the gun in the garbage can, and he was found hiding out in the motel. He was arrested without incident. Okay? You know how pro-blacks always say? Anytime you get into Dylan Roof, God, how they ain't killed Dylan Roof? This guy who shot these 2 kids because they asked him how tall he was, who killed these 2 kids because they asked him how tall he was, this guy was arrested without incident. Arrested without incident. A prayer vigil to honor the 2 teenagers was held Friday. No NBA players, no basketball players commented on this. 2 good kids, really good kids, gunned down for absolutely nothing. There was no altercation. There was nothing that would have set Battle to be angry at these kids. He is 6'3" or 6'4", and they literally just asked him how tall he was because he's extremely tall. He was denied bond and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. And of course, surprise, y'all, he had a previous conviction for aggravated assault with the unlawful use of a weapon, for which he received probation. Okay? So he had already assaulted someone with a weapon, and he got probation. No jail time. Probation. How many times do I tell you guys that niggas throw boulders at the penitentiary? This whole justice system is racist shit. It's bullshit. Niggas is in jail because of 2 and 3 and 4 and 5-time offenders. This kid was out on this kid got probation the first time he assaulted someone with a weapon. He mowed those kids down. Salute, salute, Leroy. Salute. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the donation, man. Hit that like, hit that like button, hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, man. Don't treat me like a stepchild. I'm giving y'all the news, the real news, man. The real news. The real news. So yeah. Now, on to the kids that were killed earlier. DC police are offering a $25,000 reward for information. Look at this kid. He's a football player. The 11-year-old kid that got gunned down at the get together in DC. He's a football player. How many of you think one of them NFL niggas gonna come and be like, oh man, that kid was a football player? That could have been me. How many of y'all think one of them NFL niggas gonna be like, man, that could have been me, man. I gotta help this family out, man. I gotta fucking say something. I gotta lend my voice. I gotta lend my voice to this situation. I gotta lend my voice to this situation. I gotta lend my voice to this situation. Huh? Who you think they gonna say that? I gotta lend my voice to this situation. Salute, salute. Salute, Pam. Appreciate you. I gotta lend my voice. This little boy was a football player. This little football player, this could have been me. This could have been me. It's funny they identified with a 46-year-old meth head and a 30-year-old drunk. They all black people saying that could have been me. That could have been my son. I'm tired of these niggas talking about that could have been my son. And then some shit like this happens, and then you don't hear none of that could have been my son shit. A grown-ass man who done lived a fucking entire life full of and debauchery gets killed by police, and everybody's talking about that could have been my son. That could have been my brother. That could have been my husband. That could have been my... An 11-year-old gets gunned down for no fucking reason at all, and you don't hear none of that shit. You notice that? How many of y'all notice that? Grown-ass man, drunk or high, fighting with police, gets killed. That could have been my cousin. That could have been my brother. That could have been my good. That could have been this. That could have been that. 11-year-old get killed, you don't hear none of that shit. Niggas are retarded, man. Fucking retarded. Okay? They're just fucking retarded. That's all you can say. That's all you can say. They're fucking retarded. That's all you can say. They're fucking retarded. So let's see what happened. In an emotional interview, one of the victim's grandfathers told Fox 5 he hates the 4th of July because he doesn't know whether to celebrate or duck gunfire. D.C. police said the shooting happened on the 1400 block of Cedar Street Southeast at around 9:20 p.m. Saturday. D.C. Police Chief Peter Newsham, on scene Saturday night, said a group of about 5 males had opened fire and that a dark-colored sedan was seen fleeing through a nearby alley. In scanner recordings found on the website OpenMHZ, first responders could be heard saying the 11-year-old was shot in the head. Nigga, little dude was shot in the head. McNeil was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. Well into Sunday morning, officers and homicide detectives were seen combing through the area, shining a light on the cars. At least 3 canine teams also responded. 5 adult males. 5 adult males came up and started shooting. This is where it happened. Not a peep. Not a peep from niggas. Look at where the Black Panthers looking under these cars for evidence. Where the Black Panthers looking for evidence? Where the Black Panthers at? Dead. Little dude dead. He dead. He dead. Where the Black Panthers at, man? Huh? Where the Black Panthers at? That's one kid that was killed this weekend. Y'all already know about the 7-year-old girl. You already know about the 8-year-old in Alabama. No suspects. No suspects. No suspects. No suspects. Here go the 8-year-old that was killed at the mall in Alabama. Little boy was shot at a mall in Alabama, in the food court. Shot down in a busy mall at the food court. How many of y'all think the suspects is in custody, or the police got the suspects? This nigga was shot in the food court at a crowded mall. On Friday. No suspects. No suspects. They don't even have no updates. They ain't even updating the shit. No suspects. Hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal if you being informed and entertained. Don't treat me like a stepchild. We trying to bring you the real news. The real news. This ain't CNN or MSNBC. So we got 11-year-old and 8-year-old killed this week, and now we got a 7-year-old. She was shot in the head too. I don't know if we have any pictures for her. She was shot in the head. Celebrating 4th of July. Shot in the fucking head. Shot in the fucking head. Oh, here she go. This is her. They got pictures of her. Natalia Wallace. Hit the like button. Forehead. Hitting the forehead with a bullet. No one cares. You think Beyonce or fucking Rihanna gonna be like, that could have been me? Them bitches running around talking about George Floyd could have been their cousin or their brother and shit. Bitch, Beyonce and Rihanna, this could have been you. You think any fucking celebrities fucking gonna send her off in a gold casket? And then finally, we got the little girl in Atlanta that was shot by Black Lives Matter protesters. She was killed by Black Lives Matter protesters. In the safety and comfort of her parents' car, driving down the street. All of a sudden, some protesters get in front of the car, stopped them. Argument ensues. The protesters shoot the motherfucking car up. Salute, John, bro. Appreciate the donation. It's a lot of work to be done, man. This ain't for everybody. This ain't for everybody. $10,000 reward. George Floyd got fucking $14 million from these niggas for justice. None of these cases with all these kids, no one is even being questioned. I want you to realize that. In these 4 cases of these kids that I showed you, no one is even being questioned. They ain't got nobody down at the police station grabbing them by their collar, like, you know how Law and Order? Tell me what you did. Tell me you did it. Tell the truth. We know you did it. No, there's nobody being questioned. Nobody. For any 4 of these kids. Think about that. Nobody's being questioned in any of these cases. They don't have a clue who did any of these. All 3 of them in broad daylight. 1 at a Black Lives Matter protest, 1 in a food court in a mall, and 2 at huge 4th of July gatherings. And you ain't got a clue in none of them. Officers said they responded to a 911 call near the University Avenue in the I-75, I-85 around 9:50. The location of the shooting was a parking lot across the street from the now burned out Wendy's, which has been occupied by demonstrators since Brooks' death at the hands of an Atlanta police officer. You think Keisha Bottoms gonna tell them niggas the jig is up? You niggas, the jig is up. Y'all little autonomous zone at the Wendy's is over. Police said Turner, who's the girl, was riding in the car with her mother and her mother's friend. So you got 2 females and a little girl. 3 females. 2 adult females and a little girl in the car. when they exited off University Avenue, the driver tried to turn into a parking lot at 1238 Pryor Road when he was confronted by a group of armed individuals. Okay, it's a man. It's one female and one man. The mother and the mother's friend. So the guy tried to turn into a parking lot. He was confronted by a group of armed individuals who had blocked the entrance. At some point, someone in the group opened fire on the vehicle, striking it multiple times and striking the child who was inside. The driver then drove to Atlanta Medical Center for help. Police said the 911 caller told them they were heading to Atlanta Medical Center with a victim. The child died at the hospital. On Sunday night, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms spoke out about Sequoia Turner's death and pleaded with the community to stop the violence. I'm tired of that stop the violence shit. That's such a lame thing to say. Stop the violence. The fuck has that ever done? They've been saying that since the 80s. Now we are demanding action for Sequoia Turner and yada yada yada. The fuck is she talking about stop the violence? What the fuck does she mean stop the violence? What does that even mean? This woman has been an utter failure. This woman has been an utter failure. And she encouraged these motherfuckers to protest.
We talked a lot about what we are demanding from our officers in our communities. We protested. We've demonstrated. We've been angry.
Salute, Kim.
Cried. We've demanded action. Well, now we're demanding action for Sequoia Turner. And for all of the other people who were shot in Atlanta last night and over the past few weeks, because the reality is this: these aren't police officers shooting people on the streets of Atlanta. These are members of the community shooting each other. In this case, it is the worst possible outcome. And there were 2 other people who were actually shot and killed last night and several others. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We have talked about this movement that's happening across America in this moment.
Bitch, you encourage these fucktards to be out there in the streets. You encourage them. Salute for the donation. I'm gonna get to the donation in a second. That's UTSM salute, man. She encouraged these fucktards to be out in the street. She threw the police under the bus. She helped fucking foster and fuel this narrative that Atlanta police were the biggest problem in Atlanta. And as if you just got rid of the fucking police, it would be a fucking black utopia. Wakanda.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We have talked about this movement that's happening across America in this moment in time where we have the ears and the interest of people across this country and across this globe who are saying they want to see change. But the difference in this moment in time with the civil rights movement, there was a defined common enemy. So we're fighting the enemy within when we are shooting each other up on our streets in this city, and you shot and killed a baby. And it wasn't one shooter, there were at least 2 shooters. An 8-year-old baby. If you want people to take us seriously, and you don't want us...
Newsflash, Keisha Bottoms, nobody takes you niggas seriously. Newsflash. No one takes you niggas seriously. This shit is being funded by fucking George Soros and other fucking donors, shadow donors that are fucking fueling this shit. If this was niggas, it would have fucking petered out around fucking June 1st or something. This is not even a black fucking movement. This is an LGBT and fucking white liberal movement. That's the only reason it's still... Niggas ain't got this type of fucking... Niggas don't have this type of attention span. Niggas don't have the attention span. You know white liberals and LGBT is behind this. Fueling this. Sponsoring this. That's why I asked y'all to sponsor this. They're getting millions of dollars in donations every day. Black Lives Matter. Paid protesters. The paid protesters fly people all around the fucking country. Commercials and shit. Lobbying. Put pressure on people. Propaganda. Get people to tweet. They can make anything go trending. They got so many people that they pay to be on Twitter. They can make anything they want to trend.
An 8-year-old baby. If you want people to take us serious, and you don't want us to lose this movement, then we can't lose each other in this. And there are peaceful demonstrators across this city and across this country, and I applaud them and I thank them for being peaceful and for honoring the lives of
so many. She about to say for honoring the lives of so many. Why don't you honor the lives of all these motherfuckers that got killed in your city just this weekend, you fucking dumbass? She's annoying. She's still doing propaganda. Cause you, like you said, all this money from Black Lives Matter is being funneled into Biden's campaign. But the thing about it is they started too early. They should have done this shit around late September or mid-August, mid-October, I mean. This shit is, people gonna get tired of this shit. People are already getting tired of this shit. And the reason you don't know people are tired of this shit is because people have been scared into speaking out. So you don't really know how many people are tired of this shit. Because you go on Twitter, you go on Facebook, and you just see everybody talking about how they down with the cause. Because people know that if they say something that's not right, that's not going with the cause, they're going to lose their job. They'll get, they'll be doxxed, they'll be harassed, they'll be persona non grata, they'll be labeled a racist. So it's a groundswell. There's a lot of people in the underground that are tired of this shit. But it seems like everybody's with it. Because the only people that can actually speak out are those that are with it. But trust me, it's a lot of people that are tired of this shit.
People who have been killed in America because of injustice. That's an important movement that's happening. But this random wild, wild west shoot 'em up because you can, it's gotta stop. It has to stop.
What a weak statement. What a weak, lame ass statement. What a weak, lame ass statement. That statement was fucking lame as shit. That shit didn't fucking, it didn't motivate. It didn't garner any kind of fucking energy. It didn't make me want to say, yeah, man, need to put the guns down, man. If I was a fucking gunner or a shooter out here on the streets, I would be like, Let's see. Let's see. Salute, Tom. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Let me see something. Yeah, the Atlanta child murders. And you know it was a black man, right? You know the Atlanta child murder was a black man, right? You know it was a black man. It was a black man. They caught his ass. Atlanta child murders. It was a black dude, man. Weird ass, like slow, like awkward ass black dude. Seen the documentary on that shit. And the niggas try to say, niggas always want to put that shit on the white man. Man, it was white people killing our kids. Man, ain't nobody killing your kids but some nigga, man. Wayne Williams, yeah. Let me see if I can pull a picture up of the Atlanta child murderer, man. There you go. There you go. Niggas do so much murder that it gotta be covered up. Like the mainstream media does niggas a favor. Like they caught this nigga and they just put it aside. They shoveled it aside. They didn't even make a big deal of it. They shoveled it aside because they know if they make it a big deal, it's gonna make niggas. It's gonna like damn niggas killing everything. Niggas kill everything. Look, they CNN trying to bring it back up like it was somebody else that did it. CNN trying to bring it back up like it might not have been him. He might have been framed. He might have been framed. We got to re-examine this. See the type of niggas CNN try to get freed? CNN to try to get that motherfucker freed. Give me a city, man. Nightly news with Arc Nation News. You can choose the only. Somebody said South Carolina earlier. I think somebody was saying South Carolina. There was another shooting. Well, listen, there was a lot in Atlanta. I'll get back to Atlanta, but let me go to South Carolina for a second. There were so many shootings in Atlanta. There were so many shootings in Atlanta. Look at this shit. This is South Carolina. But there were so many shootings in Atlanta that night. Last night that I might have to go back to Atlanta. But I want to spread it around, man. Everybody hit the like button as you come in, man. There is no white Chicago. There's a lot of places way poorer than Chicago. There's a lot of places way poorer than Chicago. A lot of white folk that ain't got fucking no teeth and shit. Big drawn face white folk. Dumb as the bricks. Just as simple-minded and slow and backwards as they can fucking be. But it ain't nowhere even close. The safest black city is 10 times worse than the worst white city. Yeah, I said it. The safest black city is 10 times worse than the worst white city.
Someone is injured in an auto accident every 8.7 minutes in South Carolina. Makes you think, doesn't it? We hope you aren't one of those people, but if you are, Hawk Law is here to help.
Biggest thing, stay away from the scene right now. Let us do our work.
2 dead, 8 injured in a nightclub shooting in Greenville this morning.
They turned into the club. People started screaming.
what deputies witnessed inside the club, and the latest on the search for the gunman. To recap breaking news we've been following.
So no gunman in custody. That's a theme in all these cases. No one's been arrested in any of these fucking cases. I'm tired of the bullshit of when a black dude kills somebody, they get like... No one's even been fucking questioned. In none of the cases we've done this today, except for that first one that I did about those two kids. The first one I did about those two kids that got shot for asking that guy how tall he was. All the rest of these cases that we did, that we covered from this weekend, nobody's been in custody. No one in custody.
All morning, 10 people were shot at Lavish Lounge on Whitehorse Road this morning. 2 victims are dead, 8 others are in the hospital. We have team coverage as new information continues to come in. Taggart Houck is at the hospital where some victims are still in critical condition. Nolan Blair is live at the scene. Let's go live to Nolan Blair with the very latest.
Dana, good morning. The scene is still very active here at Lavish Lounge. Right behind me is the command center, and you can see that that is fired up and still very much working as they continue to comb through evidence, and they are continuing to look for what else they can find that will help them on this case. Sheriff Hobart Lewis says some sort of concert was going on inside the club last night. That's when 2 deputies were coming down Whitehorse Road and noticed people running outside the club. Lewis says those deputies then heard active gunfire going on inside the building. First responders found multiple gunshot victims inside the club. Lewis shared more about the investigation. I don't know if we have multiple shooters at this time, or one that initiated it and one that may have shot back. We're not sure. There's a lot of shell casings inside. And Sheriff Hobart Lewis says that they are still looking for a person of interest. The sheriff says that they are hoping to get the video from inside, and hopefully that will help them find a suspect. For now, reporting live in Greenville County, Nolan Blair, WYFF News 4.
All right, Nolan, thank you for that report. We've also learned that 4 people were taken to Prisma Health Greenville Memorial Hospital in critical condition. That's where we find Taggart Houck with the latest. Tag?
Hey, good morning, Dana. Just want to give you a look at kind of what we're seeing here. I'll step out of the shot. Kind of quiet there by the entrance, but throughout the morning we have seen some cars go in and out of that entrance. We've also seen patrol cars with the Greenville County Sheriff's Office. At the moment, though, pretty quiet. But a hospital spokesperson confirmed to us 10 gunshot victims were taken here to Greenville Memorial. Now, Greenville County Sheriff Hobart Lewis said 4 of them were taken here in critical condition. He then told us that 2 of the 10 victims died here. Wouldn't say how many people were in stable condition, but Lewis says that some people were taken here in private vehicles. We were actually speaking with somebody not too long ago who was here visiting. He says a friend who was at the lounge early this morning when this all happened, he says his friend is doing okay. He told us that his friend was out now of the hospital, but we are working to confirm what we can with officials. We will bring that to you as soon as we get it. For now, in Greenville, Taggart Houck, WYFF News 4.
And one of the questions we are working to answer is if the club was even allowed to be open, because of the coronavirus shutdown. Sheriff Lewis says that is something that they are also investigating. Sheriff Lewis says there was no social distancing inside Lavish Lounge. Here's what he had to say.
We're excited. So obviously there was a concert here for the 4th of July or a show, some type of event. It's a very small space inside of there. Again, I don't have a total number of people that were in here. But I promise you, they weren't 6 feet apart.
Now, the list of businesses that the state has allowed to open during this pandemic is about 7,000 names long. We are combing through that.
The sad part about it is, it don't matter if you open the shit up or you close it. It don't matter if you fucking stay home order, lockdown, or fucking just open the whole fucking shit back up 100%. Nothing's going to change with this shit. Nothing's going to change. Okay? Nothing is going to change. This is our nature, man. These are suspects. 4 persons of interest in the deadly nightclub shooting. None of them white supremacists. None of them white supremacists. None of them are white supremacists. None of these guys are fucking Klan members. None of these guys are white supremacists. None of these guys are fucking. All these guys are fucking. All are fucking Negroes. All Negroes. Okay? All Negroes, man. Nightly News with Oc Nation News. You can choose the only interactive news program on YouTube. Support the channel via PayPal, via the Cash App. All Negroes. Could you imagine if a white person had shot 10 people in a public place this weekend? Could you imagine if some white guy had shot 10 people in a public place? Oh, 12 people were shot. Oops, my bad, 12. It says 12. They updated it. 12 people were shot. Could you imagine if a white guy had shot 12 people in a public place this weekend? Just one. Not like the nigga where it's a bunch of niggas that did that shit this weekend. But could you imagine, and this is the thing about it. Keisha Bottoms did say one thing that was true. Like, you niggas ain't even got the fucking self-control to even during these times not do this shit. Like, niggas can't even stop this shit during these times. They about to fucking play the black national anthem at the game, at Black Lives Matter all over the court. These niggas gonna have George Floyd name on their jerseys and shit. And you niggas can't stop this shit. These niggas about to literally have Trayvon Martin and George Floyd name on their jerseys. And fucking Alton Sterling and shit. And fucking Eric Garner on their jerseys. Literally facts. I ain't watching that shit, man. I'm not watching none of these sports, man. I don't give a fuck about none of these sports now. I don't give a fuck about none of these sports. Give me a city, man. Nightly News with Oc Nation. I'm gonna get back to Atlanta in a minute, but give me a city. I'm not watching that shit, man. They already changing my team name. They changing the Redskins name. I'm not watching that shit. Give me a give me a city, man. Baltimore. I'm not watching that shit, man. Damn, 19 injured after tree falls on garage during storm. Shit. See, this type of shit that happen to white people. Regular shit. Natural shit. Fucking tree fall on a garage and shit. Regular shit happen to white people. Nigga get shot. Oh. Teenager among victims injured after triple shooting in Baltimore. 3 people, including a teenager, were shot Sunday evening. City police said officials were called at 6:50 p.m. for a shooting in the 500 block of Preston Street, where they found 2 shooting victims. A short time later, a 3rd shooting victim walked into a hospital. Police said the victims include a 16-year-old boy, a 28-year-old man, and a 36-year-old man. Just think about that. A 16-year-old boy, a 28-year-old man, and a 36-year-old man. What the fuck was a 16-year-old and a 36-year-old hanging together? Salute, JV. Yeah, salute, man. Yeah, we need all the help you can get. YouTube don't give a shit. You ain't gonna see no commercials on my videos. None of that shit. I'm surprised we got the super chat. I'm shocked. So a 16-year-old, a 28-year-old, and a 36-year-old were hanging together and they got shot. Fucking black community and shit, man. Everywhere you go, every fucking city you go to, look at this. Every fucking city you go to, every fucking city you go to, Annapolis. This is outside of Baltimore, Annapolis. This is where the fucking Naval Academy is. Oh, okay, a white kid got killed. Okay. A white kid got killed. You don't see this much. How many of y'all were shocked when y'all seen this picture? Hit one. Honest. Be honest. If you were shocked when you saw this kid's picture. One dead, one injured at a party in Annapolis. How many of y'all were shocked when you saw this kid's picture? And that's sad. When we're 13% of the population and they're 60% of the population, that when you see a white person got shot, you're shocked at a party. Because when they said party, I was like, oh man. If it would have just been the house or something, maybe. But a party? 2 19-year-old men were shot overnight at a party in Annapolis, leaving one of them dead. County police said officers were called around 12:40 a.m. Sunday, the 1600 block of Canaro Drive, for a shooting. Police said they encountered a large crowd of people from an apparent party. Police officer said Justin Beasley of North Carolina, suffering from a apparent gunshot wound to the upper body, was taken to the hospital where he died. Police said evidence indicates Beasley's death was a homicide. An autopsy will be performed to determine the manner of death. A second 19-year-old man was found shot in the upper body. His identity and condition were not immediately available. Wow. That's a shocker. Now, if the shooter's white, that'll even be more shocking. If the shooter's white, that'll be even more shocking. I got a feeling the shooter was a motherfucking I'm trying to think, did I do this last night? Quadruple and double shooting. I think I did this. It was a quadruple and a double shooting last night. So last night you had a quadruple shooting and a double shooting in Baltimore, where a woman got killed. 35-year-old woman. Oh God, man. Give me another city, man. Nightly news with Octavia News you can choose. Alright, I'm gonna get to your emails a little later. Give me another shooting. Give me another city, man. Give me another city, man. And this is every city. This is every city we go to. Kansas City. Kansas City. I didn't know how bad Kansas City was. I knew Kansas City was bad. I didn't know how bad, man. These motherfuckers praying for peace. People been praying for peace for a long time, man. What makes you think that your prayer is gonna work? What makes you think you got the magical prayers and shit? Mod's supposed to link. What makes you think you got the magical prayers? People been praying for peace since the fucking Crusades and shit.
Have you been sued by one of your creditors? Don't wait until your paycheck gets furnished.
The law. We can get your life back on track for as little as $100. Call Castle Law at 816-842-6200 or chat online at castlelawkc.com.
Kansas City fell short of a murder-free weekend. 2 people were shot and killed, bringing the total number of homicides this year to 98. Through the continued violence, community leaders encourage people to keep faith.
In the name of Jesus, that salvation will hit the city like never before.
At the Contagious Life Church service, Pastor Marvin Kirkwood prays for peace on streets across Kansas City.
I pray salvation on Prospect. I pray
Deadly shootings over the holiday weekend puts KC at 98 homicides this year. On Thursday, police say a man was shot in the back of the head at a gas station off 35th and Prospect. Then on the 4th of July, officers found a man shot and killed near 69th and Prospect. Still, community leaders want people to keep faith in the mission.
Don't get dismayed because we had some shootings over the weekend. Don't give up. Please don't be discouraged.
Kirkwood and several other pastors organized the Murder-Free Weekend movement. They gave out $10,000 worth of fire.
This motherfucker sponsored the Murder-Free Weekend. The audacity of this guy. I'm calling for a murder-free weekend in a city that really ain't full of niggas. The city not full of niggas, but they have enough niggas. You calling for a murder-free weekend in a city with more than 100 niggas. If your city got more than 100 niggas, you shouldn't be talking about a murder-free weekend. The audacity of this guy.
To more than keep faith in the mission.
Don't get dismayed because we had some shootings over the weekend. Don't give up. Please don't be discouraged.
Kirkwood and several other pastors organized the Murder-Free Weekend movement. They gave out $10,000 worth of fireworks to more than 550 KC families, encouraging people to pop fireworks, not guns.
Decided to come up with something because we're just sick and tired of the senseless homicides and murders that's going on within our community.
Kirkwood believes their initiative did save lives. He celebrated God's Grace Sunday with Pastor Adam Cox from a different church. Cox wanted to show his support for the movement and a unified Kansas City.
The more that we can be a voice for life and the dignity of life, the better chance we have to begin breaking down walls.
Fuck you, cracker. You ain't got to deal with this shit. If a white boy shot up some shit, it'll be a fucking 2-week story. If one white boy shot up some shit this weekend, we be hearing about it for the next 2 weeks, around the clock on all the fucking mainstream news channels. Fuck you, cracker. Your goddamn community is safe. You make our community safer when you come. You don't gotta deal with this shit, cracker.
To bring peace to hatred or to anger, to finding one another in love.
Pastor Marvin says they're already at the table planning the next murder-free weekend. He hopes to introduce a conflict resolution program at the next one. Reagan Porter, Fox 4 News.
Conflict resolution, none of that shit works with niggas. They act like they're the first people they be acting like they're the first people to think of that shit. Conflict resolution. Like you the first motherfucker to come up with that shit. Man, this shit don't work. Nothing works with niggas. Nothing works with niggas. Wow. 1-year-old from Kansas City, Missouri, struck and killed. Oh, that was somebody that was killed. They weren't shot. Hopefully they weren't shot. Okay, the 1-year-old. How the fuck does a 1-year-old get fucking hit by a 1-year-old pedestrian from Kansas City? How does a 1-year-old get hit? How does a 1-year-old get fucking hit by a car? I don't understand. I don't know. That's too much. Police investigate after woman killed during burglary. Okay. They didn't talk about that murder. You notice when they said there were 2 murders this weekend? They didn't talk about the woman killed during a burglary. I guess they only counting like street shootings. Oh, this wasn't Kansas City. This is a suburb of Kansas City. Okay. A burglary overnight. A woman was found dead. Okay, this is outside of Kansas City. Okay. That's why they ain't count that shit. It's a suburb. And then look, they got fucking protesters. All the while you got fucking idiots in this city protesting. What's up? What's up, Tom? All the while all this shit is going on, you got fucking people in this city protesting. The fucking pastors gotta fucking beg you not to keep just give us a murder-free weekend. 1 weekend with no murders. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers protesting like white people is fucking white people and police is the problem and shit in their lives. And you telling me it's protesting all these cities without funding, without some fucking shadow fucking fund? Who's organizing all these protests in all these fucking cities? Alright, give me another city, man. Kansas City, man. They had a murder-free weekend. They only had 2. They only had 2 murders. So they had a murder-free weekend. They only had 2. Ricky Smiley had a good rant. I might have to check that out on Twitter. El Paso. Oh, Lord. Run for the fucking border. He said 6 people were shot, 2 of them fatal in Detroit. So there was another mass shooting in Detroit. God damn. How many mass shootings were there at Negro Stand this weekend, man? How many mass shootings were there at Negro Stand this week? I'm gonna get to your emails in a little bit. El Paso's most wanted. Oh shit! Finally, a city where they don't have all niggas. They got some Mexicans down here. Some bad hombres, man. There's some bad hombres down here, man. An overnight incident that led to a shooting and stabbing in northeast El Paso. It was a city in California. I forgot what the name of that city was where they had a mass shooting with two kids got killed. What's the name of that city? I did it on Friday. I have to find it. I'll go back and look. This Mexican kids. There was some Mexican kids got killed. Okay, so you got a shooting here in El Paso. Let's see. Ain't too much going on down here in El Paso, man. It's ain't enough niggas down there. Give me another city, man. So many fucking mass shootings. Niggas is responsible for a shit ton of mass shootings, man. Niggas is responsible for a shit ton of mass shooting. Alright, let me do Dallas, man, and then we go to. Oh yeah, Chicago. Yeah, we get to Chicago in a minute, a little later, man. Okay, that boy said Chicago. 34-year-old man found fatally shot outside a recreation center. We need more rec centers. What have I told you? Well, I didn't have to tell some of you niggas this, but what did I tell you? Those of you who don't know what goes on at rec centers in black communities. Who hangs out at rec centers in black communities? We need more rec centers. A 34-year-old man was fatally shot Saturday night in East Oak Cliff, according to Dallas police. At about 10:15 p.m., officers responded to a shooting at Eloise Lundy Recreation Center in the 1200 block of Reverend C.B.T. Smith Street, where officers found Antron Edmondson. We don't need a picture for Antron. We definitely don't need no picture for Antron. He was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Anyone with any information, so no suspects. They asking for information. No suspects. There's no... See, El Paso wasn't no Negro city. They had a couple of shootings, but it wasn't nothing. Standoffs and shit. Broad daylight shootings, though. Just broad daylight. Broad daylight. That's some nigga shit. Man fatally shoots son during fight. White guy killed his son during a fight. Damn. That's gotta suck, man. Bill Moore. 10:30. A teenage son went to a neighbor's house and told him that his grandfather had just shot his father. Damn. That's fucked. He shot his son in front of his son. That's crazy. Officers found Elijah Moore, 38, unresponsive on the utility room floor with multiple gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at the scene. William Moore was arrested and booked into custody and charged with murder. Child Protective Services took custody of Elijah Moore's 16-year-old son. Damn. This motherfucker shot his own son, his 38-year-old son, in front of his 38-year-old son's 16-year-old son. Savage, man. Man killed, woman wounded in South Dallas shooting. A 62-year-old man was killed and a woman was seriously injured. 29-year-old woman was taken into the local hospital for treatment for a gunshot wound. Witnesses described the shooter as a Latino with curly hair, about 5'8". He fled in a white Chrysler 200 or 300. Damn. Little Latino dude killed that 62-year-old man. Oh shit. They arrested them cops for Elijah McClain. God damn it. Ain't that a bitch? People getting tired of this shit. People gonna get tired of you niggas ruining everybody's lives, man. You niggas ruin everybody. Niggas ruin lives, man. Niggas ruin lives, bro, Jack. Nightly News with Our Nation, news you can choose. The only interactive news program on YouTube. You can support the channel via PayPal, via Cash App, or via the Super Chat, if you don't have it. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, they fired him. They didn't arrest him. Good. They fired him. You knew that was going to happen. Oh, they fired these cops for making a joke, I guess. 3 Aurora, Colorado police officers linked to the controversial photo snapped at the site of the memorial for Elijah McClain were fired. The firings came after a 4th officer linked to the photos resigned from the Aurora Police Department. You white folk walking on eggshells. This dude, this Negro was a jackass. The officer, he had been acting crazy. People called the police on him. The police came up to ask him questions. They were nice as hell. I did a video on my other channel about this, on my other channel. Make sure you subscribe to all my channels too. But I did a video on one of my other channels, and officers were nice. They kindly came up. It wasn't gonna be nothing. They were just gonna ask him his name, his ID, and ask him was everything all right. All he would have had to do. I've been in this situation before. All he would have had to do is been like, here's my ID. I'm so and so. I don't know what's going on. Well, some people said you were acting strange. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I said, all right, man, just take it easy, man. And then let him go. This motherfucker ended up getting killed. This motherfucker ended up getting killed. Something wrong with his mind. Something wrong with his mind. Something's wrong with his mind. The photos were taken last October, about 2 months after McClain, 23, died following a police stop that involved a chokehold against him. In at least one of the photos, the smiling officers appear to mock the chokehold at the memorial site. Friday, officers Kyle Dietrich Erica Morera, and Jason Rosenblatt fired. Officer Jaron Jones resigned. Niggas just ruin everybody's lives, man. This picture got these people fired. They're idiots, though, for doing that. They're idiots for doing that. They're idiots for doing that anyway. They should have more sense. You don't know the times we in white people, you gotta walk on eggshells. White folk, you need to walk on eggshells. I'm telling you, white people, walk on eggshells. Don't speak unless spoken to. And when spoken to, say yes, nigga, yes, sir, boss. Donald Trump warns he's ready to intervene as 80 are shot in Chicago and 44 in New York, with cops fired in their car, and 32 are killed across the U.S., including a girl 7, as July 4th bloodshed continues. Trump, listen. If I was Trump, I wouldn't intervene. Let these niggas kill each other. Trump don't need to. How many? Hit one if you think Trump needs to intervene. How many of y'all think Trump needs to intervene? I personally think he should stay the fuck out of this shit. Niggas shit get messy. When you try to help niggas, listen, trying to help a nigga is the same as spitting in his face. I'm gonna repeat this to y'all. I've been a nigga all my life. Spitting in the nigga face and trying to help him will yield the same result. I'm trying to help y'all when I say this. I'm not trying to be on coon time or whatever. I've been a nigga all my life. Spitting in a nigga's face at point blank range and helping him will yield the same response. He can't register them as different things. The mind, something wrong with his mind. Something wrong with his mind. They can't, it's the same thing. They can't see it as different things. No act of kindness will go unpunished. If I'm Trump, I leave this shit the fuck alone. At least, if I'm Trump, I'm leaving this shit the fuck alone. And this shows you Trump cares. Because if he didn't care, Democrats don't give a fuck. Democrats don't care. Democrats don't give a fuck. Something wrong with his mind. I would leave this shit. I would not get involved in this messy shit. I would not get involved with this messy shit. This is some messy shit. Leave these niggas to their own devices. Let the Democrats figure it out. Just show the world. Let the world see what it's like. Let the world see what it's like. Let the world see. That boy can't get right. He can't get right, man. Trump supporters vandalized a city-sanctioned Black Lives Matter mural in California with black paint just hours after residents finished it on July 4th. And it's going to be all on the fucking news. These people are the biggest problem. And after everything that happened this weekend, CNN's gonna lead off with this story tomorrow. And black people ain't gonna say, these niggas don't care about us. After all the carnage and the bloodshed, all the little childrens that got killed this weekend, shot in the head, CNN is going to talk about this ad nauseum tomorrow. These Trump supporters painting over a Black Lives Matter mural. Okay? 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 Oh, man. MK. NYPD hunts for gunman who shot dead a 20-year-old man and injured a woman in a broad daylight Brooklyn shooting. Shit. I saw this. Damn, is that the nigga? DeAndre Moore. Oh, he was dead. He got killed. DeAndre Moore was shot in the head in Brownsville, Brooklyn. Shaquana Fields, 36, was shot in the chest and the arm during the 6:45 attack. Moore died in the hospital, but Fields, an innocent passerby, is expected to survive. Police have published video of the shooting and are appealing for information. June was the bloodiest month in NYC for almost a quarter of a century. God damn. These niggas are showing out. Ever since this Black Lives Matter shit started, niggas, how is this the bloodiest? How is during these Black Lives Matter protests the bloodiest month in New York City in 25 years? How the fuck does that happen? How does that happen? This nigga walked up, shot that nigga, man. Damn. Damn. Point blank. What did that nigga do? That nigga did something. DeAndre did something. DeAndre had some beef, man. That nigga walked up broad daylight. Yeah, the 90s, New York was lit in the 90s, but until Giuliani came and cleaned that shit up. Giuliani got rid of the fucking Italian mob. You ain't heard shit from the Italian mob. You ain't heard shit from the mob in fucking 20 years. Giuliani fucking crushed the Italian mob. They need Giuliani back, man. They need Giuliani back, man. What was I gonna look up on I was gonna look up something on Twitter. Somebody asked me to look up something on Twitter. Who said something? It was a month. Let me see if I can find this fucking Let me see if I can find this this footage of this shooting, man. New York. I want to see if I can find a video for that shit. Brownsville. That's the fucking trenches too. See, broad daylight. Here it is. Here you go. Damn, they walked up and just walked off. Damn. They walked up and walked off smooth. Look at this. He talking. Look, he trying to talk his way out of it. You see him? He trying to talk his way out of it. He seen him. Look at the guy when he gets shot. Look at him. He like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, I told you. That nigga pulled out that gun quick. He shot him. And walked off. They just walked off like nothing happened. They just walked off like nothing happened. Stop, man, stop. Bang, that nigga just... That's how quickly some nigga can produce a gun. That's how quickly a nigga can produce a gun. You ain't got a chance. That nigga produced that. Look how quickly he produced that gun. Look. That shit was crazy. He produced that shit fast. Black Lives Matter. This was 6:45 p.m. 6:45. Oh shit. That shit happened at 6:45 at a busy ass intersection in New York. Somebody just walked up, shot a dude, and just walked off like that happened. Yeah. It's that quick. It's that fucking quick. It's that fucking quick, man. What the fuck Target do? Why is Target trending? It's that quick. Nigga produce a gun on your ass quick. I'm tired of this Karen bullshit. I'm tired of this Karen bullshit where you can't say shit about Shaniqua. All these videos of Karens, but you a racist if you post a video of Shaniqua.
Finally, we meet the end of the road. I've been looking forward to this shit all my fucking life. So, Target, I'm not playing any more fucking games. This shit's fucking over. This shit's all fucking over. This shit's fucking over. This shit's 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 over. Yay! This shit's over. Woo! Yay! So this shit, get that shit off my car. I don't want that shit. I don't want any of that shit. Get that shit out of here. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it. We don't want any of this anymore. This is over. No. No. You, why? Why? You let everybody else do it. You let everybody else do it. Why can't I do it? Because I'm a blonde white woman?
She got a point. She got a point. She got a point.
No. No. You, why? Why? You let everybody else do it. You let everybody else do it. Why can't I do it? Because I'm a blonde white
She's got a point. They let everybody else tear up shit. They let everybody else tear down statues. She's got a point. You got niggas running around looting, tearing down statues. Niggas do whatever the fuck they want. She got a point.
We don't want any of this anymore. This is over. No. No. You, why? Why? You let everybody else do it. You let everybody else do it. Why can't do it? Because I'm a blonde white woman? Fucking wearing a fucking $40,000 fucking Rolex? I don't have the fucking right to that shit. I'm fucking analyzing me at the end of the road.
She's got a point. She's got a point. Yeah, asking this white man for reparations. The fuck is wrong with these niggas?
I like the song. It's not what you did. What you had to say that.
Hold up, wait a minute. What in the black KKK is going on? Because that's exactly what they are, the black KKK. Now listen, don't get me wrong, I'm pro 2A, okay? I'm pro Second Amendment, all day, every day. But what I don't agree with, what I don't like is the fact that a bunch of racist people, yes, black people can be racist too. I don't like the fact that a bunch of racist people are walking down the street with guns trying to intimidate white people, trying to scare white people, harassing somebody because of the color of their skin. That's racist. If a white person did that, everybody will be screaming racism, because it is racist to intimidate and harass somebody because of the color of their skin. So I don't agree with these racist black people walking down the street harassing white people. Nobody should be targeted because of the color of their skin. And don't say that white people did it to black people a long time ago. Because the white people who did that to black people are no longer living. So why are you attacking somebody who did nothing to you? That's what I'm trying.
Terrorists be tripping, man. What else is going on? The hell else is going on? All right, give me another city, man. Nightly News with Ock Nation, news you can choose, the only interactive news program on YouTube. You can support the channel and the truth via the PayPal or via the Cash App. All donations appreciated. Give me another city, man. Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. niggas is at, man. Wherever niggas is at, man. God damn it, man. Something wrong with niggas. There's no white place where this happened. There's no white city where this happened, or white area, white neighborhood, because there are white people in all these cities. There's no white area where this happened, and there's nothing but for white people in this country. It's nothing but buck-tooth, triple chin having, buzz cut wearing, cellulite roll gut, high water pants wearing, white people in this fucking country. Poor ass white people. Anybody ever been to Richmond? Anybody in the chat ever been to Richmond? That's some, man, they got some, out there in Richmond, they got some po niggas. And I mean some po. Like ain't shit niggas. They got some ain't shit niggas in Richmond. I mean white boys, white people. Ain't shit white people in Richmond. Boy, they got some. And you don't see this type of shit.
Violent and deadly weekend in the city of Philadelphia. Family members console each other at just one of several locations where gunfire erupted across the city. One of the victims was just 6 years.
Every city. Is it safe to say that it's something that if Jamaica is the most violent country in the world, has the highest murder rate per capita, if Jamaica, 90% black, has the highest per capita murder rate in the world, and all the cities in the United States, half the murders in the United States are committed by black people. Is it safe to now say that it may be something deeper than just poverty? Are we ready to re-examine the poverty excuse?
Violent and deadly weekend in the city of Philadelphia. Family members console each other at just one of several locations where gunfire erupted across the city. One of the victims was just 6 years old. And tonight, police are busy searching for answers as Philadelphia remains on pace to record 400 murders in 2020. It's Sunday night. I'm Walter Perez. The big story in Action News is the rash of gunfire all across the city this holiday weekend. There have been more than 24 people shot. 6 have died. The youngest was only 6 years old. It's been a long time since the murder rate has been this high, prompting a response from Mayor.
So look, every city we go to, they're setting records. New York setting records, Charlotte setting records, Richmond has it. This has been June was the deadliest month in Richmond. In Richmond, Philly setting records, Atlanta. All these cities are setting records for their fucking. Meanwhile, somewhere in Philly, there's a protest with a bunch of pasty white liberals and black clergy members and black college students and LGBT activists walking around with a police escort screaming Black Lives Matter.
Jim Kenny tonight. We have live team coverage with Action News reporters Annie McCormick and George Solis. We begin with Annie at police headquarters. Annie.
And Walter, since Friday night, there have been 27 victims of gun violence here in the city of Philadelphia. 6 of them have died. Now, a bulk of that violence appeared to happen this afternoon, and it is continuing into tonight.
Police are investigating who shot a 15-year-old tonight at 63rd and Nassau around 8:15. Police say he was unresponsive as he was taken to the hospital. Prior to that shooting, police were investigating an unrelated shooting in the 2100 block of Ann Street that happened
after 6:30 Sunday night and left a 20-year-old man dead. Then police learned there was a second shooting victim from that same scene.
A few moments later, a black vehicle pulls up to Temple Hospital with another gunshot victim, a 22-year-old Hispanic male who was shot in the lower leg.
Sunday afternoon stretch of gun violence began with a 6-year-old dead in Holmesburg around 1 p.m. As the afternoon turned into evening, single and double shootings spanned across the city, raising the number of shootings this entire weekend to more than 20. Tonight,
Look how fucking dirty this city is. This city's filthy. This city is filthy.
around 1 p.m. As the afternoon turned into evening, single and double shootings spanned across the city, raising the number of shootings this entire weekend to more than 20. Tonight, Mayor Jim Kenney released a statement saying, in part, gun violence continues to traumatize our communities and cut Philadelphians' lives tragically short. Philadelphia police tonight are racing from scene to scene.
It's definitely a busy day. I mean, unfortunately, we are, facing, dual epidemics. The COVID is one of the epidemics we're dealing with, but we're also continuing to deal with the prevalence of homicides and shootings in our community. And, as the Philadelphia Police Department, we're continuing our mission of, preserving life and preserving property.
And Walter, according to numbers compiled by the Initiative for Better Gun Violence, reporting there have been 827 shootings so far. That is compared to...
There have been 827 shootings in Philly this year. It's July. It's July 4th. There have been 827 shootings in Philly. God, dog. And you niggas talking about Black Lives Matter. What the fuck? I'm done.
Walter, according to numbers compiled by the Initiative for Better Gun Violence, reporting there have been 827 shootings so far. That is compared to, it is 17% increase compared to the first 6 months of 2019. And also, additionally, we're learning more information about that shooting that we began our story with, about the 15-year-old. We're hearing that there might be 2 additional victims as well. We, of course, have more information about that coming up as well. For now,
man, something wrong with his mind. Yeah, dog. Six-year-old boy has died, shot in the left side of his chest. No arrest. It ain't a black city unless a fucking kid gets killed. God, dog. 43-year-old man dead. 2 males shot, leaving 1 dead. 37-year-old woman dead, shot 12 times in the torso. Shit. This woman got shot 12 times. Right, where the fucking Hells Angels and the Aryan Nation and the fucking... Woo. I'm telling you, man. Something wrong with his mind. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was personal. Oh, man. Give me another city, man. Nightly news with Rock Nation News. You can choose the only interactive news program on YouTube. Oh, man. Give me another city. Whew. The Aryan Nation ain't even thinking about these niggas. These niggas on autopilot. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. This ain't got nothing to do with anything. This is normal behavior. I told you Jamaica has the highest murder rate per capita of any country in the world. It's 90% black. This is something. This is just us, man. They need to give us spears. To get niggas back spears. Spears are less accurate, man. And you only get one shot. You throw that motherfucking spear, you better hit that shit or it's over with. I think it should be a new law saying niggas can only carry spears. They gave you niggas something that could kill easily. Des Moines is a black city. It's crazy. That trips me out every time I think about that. Des Moines is a black city, man. Like, it literally, like, Niggerville. Des Moines police sergeant has history of excessive force. Protesters ask, why is he still here? See this. Get you white folk in here. You white folk like kicking back watching these niggas. We got a white murder. We got a white murder. Yeah, bitch, you thought you got away with it. Former Cedar Rapids softball star arrested in Florida cold case murder. You thought you got away with it, white girl. The fuck? The fuck? Oh man, they ain't got no sound on this one, man. They ain't got no sound on it. They don't got no sound. They don't want to make white people look bad. See? They don't want to make white people look bad. All the videos with niggas got sound on it and shit. All the videos with niggas killing people got sound on it. Y'all ain't... White people stick together, man. White people stick together, man. I knew it. I knew they was going to do that. They always do that. Quiet in Des Moines, man. I'm in another city, man. Let me go back to Atlanta right quick, man. Go back to the ATL, man. Atlanta, man. Go back to Atlanta right quick, man. She was... You niggas savages. You niggas savages. Ain't gonna be no basketball player gonna put up a reward to find this nigga that shot that 8-year-old girl. No basketball player gonna put up a reward. 14 people shot overnight. But could you imagine if a white person shot 14 people at a party or at any public place, anywhere in public? People got shot. God damn. That's a lot of motherfuckers, man. That's a lot of motherfuckers. These niggas, this is what these niggas get for acting like this city. We apologize to Rayshard Brooks and all the people who were in the drive-thru that night for having to experience that when you came to our city. Remember the fucking DA said that shit? He was apologizing to everybody because the officer killed Rayshard Brooks. He was apologizing for everybody who was around, everybody who had to witness that. These officers. Yeah, he out on bond now. That shit crazy, man. What a dangerous, dangerous city, man. What a dangerous, dangerous city. What a dangerous, 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 dangerous city. 14 people shot. God damn. I'm gonna have to go to Twitter for that shit, man. I'm gonna have to go to Twitter for that shit. Twitter. Hit the like button, everybody, as you come in. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. It's not bad everywhere, Thomas. It's bad where niggas is at, man. It's not bad everywhere. This shit, we haven't seen one white town or one Indian reservation where all this shit is going on. We've seen some Hispanics, but we haven't seen we've seen some Hispanics here and there. It's mostly niggas. It's majority niggas doing this shit. It ain't the fucking America don't have no gun problem. America does not have a gun problem. Black America has a gun problem. Black America has a gun problem. I've been doing this news. Look at this shit. I've been doing this news show for years, man. I've been doing this shit for years. If anybody knows, I know. America do not have a gun problem. Black America has a gun problem. Look at overnight. Look at all this shit that happened overnight in Atlanta. Where's CNN headquarters at? Think about this, y'all. This is where CNN's headquarters is at. This is all the shit that happened last night in the same city where CNN's headquarters are. And you think they're going to talk about any of this on Monday? You think Don Lemon or Brooke Baldwin or whatever the fuck that other lady name is, Breonna Keeler, any of those other jackasses over there at CNN going to talk anything about this? America has a nigger problem. Facts. All this in one city. 8-year-old girl shot and killed. 2 people shot and killed. 5 people shot. 1 man shot. 14 people shot. 1 person shot. All this is one city. A city they just burned down a fucking Wendy's because a fucking nigga got killed after he shot a cop with his own taser. This is the parents. Look at the parents. You think they gonna get a fucking... You think Al Sharpton gonna fucking... You think Crump or Sharpton gonna come fucking... You think any celebrities gonna get him some money? This is the parents of the 8-year-old girl. Just shocked. You can tell they in shock. They in shock. Now, if the father go shoot up a protest, everybody gonna be looking at him like he crazy. I know the father want to go do some crazy shit. Crazy, man. No one cares. No one of any importance cares. Sequoia. No one of any importance cares. Uh-oh, this woman got a message for y'all. Those who are mixing Black Lives Matter with this tragedy, are you saying we should not care about bad policing? We should not care about trained and uniformed servants killing and intimidating innocent people? Are you trying to shame us into not demanding what is right as citizens? It doesn't matter. This is as serious as it gets when a child is killed. A black parent, former educator, small business owner. I know the Atlanta community doesn't sit on her laurels, never have in addressing tough issues. This has nothing to do with BLM. And that's what's so annoying. Because when senseless acts like this occur, that's when they want to blame. That's who they want to blame. Those nutheads who committed this act are their own presented ignorance. And I hope they are found ASAP. Because justice needs to be served. That woman doesn't care. She just cares about defending Black Lives Matter. This woman should be posting tear emojis. Instead, she's reading people the riot act. An 8-year-old got killed, and this mother of 4 The first thing she can think to do is read people the riot act about how this ain't got nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. These niggas are emotionless. The women are emotionless. The women don't have emotionless. The women don't have emotions. It's like National Geographic's like the interesting thing about this species of Negro. Interesting thing about this Americanus Negro. The females don't possess emotions. They still talking about cops. Last time they talking about cops, a nigga beat up 2 cops and took a taser and shot it at them. That's their last case of police brutality. That's their last case of police brutality. And these niggas gonna go forward with all this sports shit. When the sports seasons come back, these niggas gonna go forward with all this shit. One thing niggas can do is have very low self-awareness. Niggas have no self-awareness. None. Okay? They don't have any self-awareness. So when these sports season starts back up, these niggas gonna be talking about, these niggas ain't got enough awareness to say, all right, we want to take a moment out for all the children that have been killed. These niggas is gonna talk about a bunch of grown ass degenerate men that was being arrested and shit. It was killed while resisting arrest. Shit is crazy.
Good evening, I'm Lori Wilson. Tonight, a really difficult story. A group that police are calling agitators with guns, allegedly protecting an area near the Wendy's where a man was killed by police, shot and killed a little girl. That little girl's mother barely able to speak at a news conference today.
We didn't mean no harm. My baby didn't mean no harm. Somebody knows something.
Charmaine Turner was overcome. Her family and friends had to carry her out of the room. And just 1 hour after the comments from the mayor and police chief, 3 more people shot in that same area near the intersection with University Avenue. A 53-year-old man died. Officers responded to the 1100 block of Pryor Road just before 7:30 tonight. Police say there was a shootout between at least 2 people. Channel 2's Michael Seid is live at Atlanta Police Headquarters. And Michael, I know you were there today for this really emotional news conference. City leaders say this has to stop.
Yeah, Lori, I know you're a parent. I'm a parent. So tough to watch the parents there, those grieving parents of that little 8-year-old. Now, she was shot and killed in a car after police say that the family drove through a barricade similar to this one. It was an illegal barricade. Those agitated protesters had set up right there on Pryor. Now, the mayor and the interim police chief, they vowed to fight back against this crime, but literally less than an hour after we left police headquarters, police were at the scene of another deadly shooting. Another night, another deadly shooting. This time, gunfire rang out.
These niggas are savages, man. Something wrong with these niggas are savages, man.
Shooting comes one day after Atlanta saw its most.
Look at that nigga. Look at these niggas.
28 people
Look at these
shot
niggas.
in less than 24 hours. Among the victims, 8-year-old Sequoia Turner, shot and killed Saturday evening.
These niggas are savages, man. Straight savages, man. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all week started, man. Everybody have a good week, man. Good work week, man. I'm gonna get back at you guys tomorrow, man. Salute to everybody, man. Have a good night. Continue to support the channel. Real news. Continue to support real news. Real news. That's why I give y'all my best every night. I give y'all the real news coast to coast. Coast to coast. The only place you can get coast to coast news every night. If you haven't, think about supporting the channel so that we can keep doing this and keep bringing this to you guys. Peace. See you guys later, man.